Hello and good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Please confirm if I'm audible. I'll just then proceed. Yeah. So good evening, a very good evening to all of you, and welcome to this first session. This is an orientation session for the Clinical Management of HIV course. So my name is Dr. Anwar Parvez Sayed. So I work as the Director Clinical Programs for the ITEC, that is UW International Training and Education Center for Health. I also work for University of Washington Department of Global Health as a clinical instructor. I'm based in Pune, but now I'm in Guwahati, that is Assam. So usually we conduct these sessions through wired internet connection, and that is what we prefer all the time. But because of the limitations, I'm now connecting from the Wi-Fi of the hotel. So if there are any disturbance in the connection, please bear with me for some time. We'll try our best to continue with the session. So the reason behind having this session here is you all know that the course, that is Clinical Management of HIV, which is offered by Department of Global Health e-learning, that is, it's a part of University of Washington, Seattle, US. So that the course has already started in this week, and we will catch up because I'll try to introduce you to the course and how it works and what are the minimum requirements to complete the course and how to get certificate from the university towards the end of the course, and how to log in. All those details we'll try to discuss in this case. I'll just minimize this chat box if that is obstructing the view. If there is any questions, any comments, you can type in the chat box, which is on the right hand side of yours on the screen. I'll take questions in between, and also what we will do is we'll try to open the canvas also during this session, so that if there are any problems in logging into the canvas, that is UW website, we'll see that also, and we'll just try to see what is where in the canvas, so that it will help us in the long run. The name of the course is Clinical Management of HIV. The start date is 27th March and it will continue till May 29th. In total, there will be 10 weeks, and every week there will be one topic which will be covered. So this site you have selected for this course in India is ITEC, that is New Delhi UW International Training and Education Center for Health PLC. So that is our site name. The faculty instructor for this course, there are two, Nina Kim and Michael Chang. So these two are based in Seattle, Washington, US. I am the site coordinator and also the clinical facilitator for this course. For some of the session, I'll try to bring in other clinical facilitators also when it is required. But I'll try to cover most of the sessions of most of the clinical contact session facilitation. Meg Nikima is program coordinator. There are other two people who are very crucial and they provide all the support for this course, who are again based, their team is based in University of Washington, Seattle, US. That is Anya and Chris. So these three, they provide the other support. So let's begin with this background. Just a brief overview about what ITEC is and how this is all being carried out. ITEC is a part of University of Washington, and it stands for International Training and Education Center for Health. It is a part of Department of Global Health of University of Washington. It is a joint project of Department of Global Health, UW, and University of California, San Francisco, and it has projects in more than 20 countries, and also in India, ITEC is being key PEPFAR partner, which is US President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief since 2003. That means in India, ITEC is working since 2003, and the work is in close collaboration with the National AIDS Control Organization. Basically, ITEC is considered as an extended arm of the treatment division of NACO. So all our work and activities are focused around ART and HIV treatment in NACO since all these years. So it has been a long journey, and as far as this course goes, so this is, I think, almost 6th year where ITEC is conducting continuously this course, and since 3 or 4 years it is being directly conducted by the Delhi office. Before that, it was conducted from some other sites. So it's a long experience what our staffs have for conducting these courses. So I think it will be every year we learn new things, and I think this year also will learn much more than before. Just to give a pictorial view where ITEC works, like I said, these are mainly South African countries and also India and Eastern countries. Left upper corner you will see the map of US. That is, I know it is not that good, but still you can see it is usually confused, people get confused between this University of Washington and Washington University. So Washington DC is in the eastern part of US, and Washington State is completely on opposite end, that is western part of US, and west north, that is northwest, is a place where the Seattle is located, where the University of Washington is located. This is just for information, nothing to do with the course, but you should know that what the geography is. So it's not Washington DC, but it is Washington State, in which Seattle is part of Washington State of US. Okay. So this is official website. So if you want to know more about Washington University, or sorry, University of Washington, you can click on this website or copy and paste in your web browser, and you can just see what the university is. It ranks 11th in the world, and there are many more courses which go on, and it's a huge university. It is a US government's university, so you can know more about it by just pasting this web link into your browser, and just if you're interested, you can go in details and see. Okay, so let's come to the course. As I said, this provides in-depth training in diagnosis and clinical management of HIV. I'll come back to this point when we will see the Canvas website. So there is a long list of objectives which we want to achieve through this course. The basic idea is, I know there are, this year we have enrolled 106 participants for this course, and most of them are from ART centers. They are ART center medical officers and senior medical officers. But there are other participants also which are not part of NACO program, so we will have that mix of group. There are in worldwide 2,900 students have logged in for this course, or have joined this course this year across 73 sites from 15 countries across the world. So out of these 2,900, 106 are from India. That makes us as a different group, and we are one of the largest groups across these 73 sites. And as you know, it is a web-based course for us. There are 10 weekly seminars, or 10 weekly topics, you can say, that every week there will be one topic which will be covered, and for that one topic 2 lectures will be done in the university. So what happens is, you might have seen the list of 10 topics, that is one topic per week, and on each topic there will be 2 lectures which will be conducted in the university every Tuesday morning US time. And once they do that, and that lectures are conducted in presence of some audience, so who has directly joined the course, like in person, they are attending this course. And we all, which are like foreign participants, and we will participate in this course from distance. So what they are doing is they are recording all these lectures, and both the lectures of every week they will upload on the university website, for which all of us will have access to. And most of us already have the access, and those who have problem in having access will deal with that very soon. So that university website is called as Canvas. So once you log into the Canvas, you will be able to access those 2 lectures which will be updated or uploaded. I'll show you where and how to log in and where to see and all that. Now this is basic course material, that is 2 lectures every week we need to listen to, and then after that what we need to do we'll see in the next slides. So as far as time goes, Tuesday morning they will do the lectures, and by Thursday Indian time, by Thursday it will be uploaded on the Canvas, which will be available to us. So that will happen every week. Like I said, it is a blended model. It is a mix of 2 things. One is online component and in-person component. So online component is what I was talking about. What we need to do is we need to log into the Canvas website. We need to see these videos. Either you can see through direct streaming, or you can download those videos and see anytime when you want. But those 2 lectures we need to listen to individually. So that is your personal assignment, for example. And also there will be some reading material related to each topic that you can go through. Then course demands in-person meeting of all group participants one specific day of the week, and in that in-person meeting those 2 lectures need to be discussed. So that is the expectation. But what we have done for our group is, because all of us are from different parts of the country, and participants are from everywhere, north, south, east, west and northeast, and from everywhere. So we have negotiated that we will do this discussion, this in-person discussion, as an online web-based or webinars. So those sessions will be called as clinical contact session, weekly clinical contact session. So I'll come back to this point again. If you are getting confused, don't get confused. It is very simple. On the Canvas there will be 2 lectures. You need to listen to those 2 lectures. Then on a separate day there will be a weekly clinical contact session, and you need to participate in those weekly clinical contact session. So participation in this weekly clinical contact session is mandatory for completion of this course. I'll come back to this point. So these are the learning activities which will include watching lectures, participating in the there is a on the Canvas website. I'll show you the Canvas again for those who have not seen. There is a discussion forum which is optional. I don't think that everyone should participate in those discussions, but if you want to participate, that is up to you. But it is nothing to do with it is not mandatory, it is optional, so you can do if you want. So as I said, we need to watch those 2 lectures which are uploaded on the Canvas website. Then once you do that, you need to participate in the weekly clinical contact session, and then you need to complete 2 quizzes. One is quiz, one will be labeled as weekly quiz, and second will be called as homework assignments. So after you listen to the lecture, you can read the reading material. That too is optional, and also you can participate in discussion forums. But these 2 things, that is completing homework assignment and taking weekly quizzes, these things are necessary for completion of this course. Again, as I said, I'll come back to this and I'll discuss in detail. Now the link which you see now here is the link for the Canvas. So if you want to go to the Canvas, you need to go through this link, or you need to copy and paste in your Chrome browser. Use Chrome browser and then you can use it. So we will see. Okay, so I'll do that along with you. I'll demonstrate how to do it. But before that, I'll just explain few slides and then we'll come back to this. For now, let me just okay. Let me just copy this link. There's a link here. Okay, for now I'm just copying this link. We'll paste it after some time, okay? So, you might have received an email from university that congratulations, you have got selected for this course and this and that. And then after that, there will be page like this and an email like this for the login, and you will get started after clicking on this. Once you click on this, you will go to a web page like this, and where there will be automatically checked in this part is checked, that is UW Net ID. But all of us do not have UW Net ID. This is for university people. Even if people have, you need not use this. Don't ever press login if you see this. You do not have Net ID, right? So you need to click on this, that login with a non-UW account. Once you click on this, it will take you to the Google page. But this step is very crucial. If you miss this, if suppose you log in like this, then it is very difficult, because you are and especially if you check in this box. Never check in this box. If you check in this box and if there is check here, then it is very difficult to, because computer will save this as a memory and then you will never see this page. And that is the main issue of login, and that is how most of the participants end up in having difficulty in logging in. So if you have not done yet, so do as I said, first click on this login with a non-UW account, and then click login. It will take you to this Gmail page. I'll demonstrate that also once we work on this link. Okay, just to mention that these are the 10 topics. As I said, one topic will be dealt with 1 week. So this week we will try to discuss, and that is this is the first week of ours. So our first topic will be diagnosing HIV and clinical evaluation. So if you look at these topics, that is OIs have been covered, ART has been covered, women and HIV vertical transmission, that is PPTCT has been covered, HIV associated malignancies, so that is malignancies, dermatology, then tuberculosis and non-tuberculous OIs, CNS and non-CNS OIs, then prevention of HIV, pre-exposure and post-exposure prophylaxis, pediatric HIV, complications of ART, that is side effects, interaction, resistance to antiretrovirals, and sexually transmitted infections. So in overall, if you see, it covers almost most of the important aspects of the clinical management of HIV. So it will give us a very rich content, and when you see those two lectures, now listen this point very carefully, that when you see those two lectures, the faculty there in US will try to present the international scenario and also some specific local scenario also. And they'll also discuss international guidelines, and they might compare the guidelines one after the other. But as I mentioned, that most of us are from the ART centers of NACO, so they will not be talking about NACO guidelines, right? So what we will do in our clinical contact session is we will try to mix these two things. Like, we will try to mix content which is international from these two lectures, and also we will try to see what our guidelines say, what our local guidelines say, so that no one will have any confusion. And please make it very clear that if you listen to all these international guidelines and the international material or the new advances in HIV management and all, at your ART centers we will be implementing only NACO guidelines. So most of the things will be for the knowledge, and of course technical knowledge you can always implement, but if there is anything related to the guideline, for example which regimen which you are using when you are starting ART, and when you are doing viral load, when are you doing CD4 count, all those things, when you are shifting from or changing or switching the first line to second line to third line, HACCP referral procedures, everything. So for that we will follow NACO guidelines. So for implementation we will strictly follow NACO guidelines, and for discussion, for understanding sake, we will discuss all the international guidelines also. So before we attend the weekly clinical contact session, if everyone sees these two lectures or listen to these two lectures, it will be easier to understand, and also it will be easier to discuss. We need not waste time in which has already been spoken by the UW faculty, and we can then quickly directly focus on the national guideline. So this is the general course content and how we are looking at it. What I personally believe is like it is good to know what is happening globally, but when it comes to implementation, we'll adhere to NACO guidelines, and we'll try to see that bridge between, or what should I say, the balance between these two. We need to always maintain that. So it should not create any kind of confusion in anyone's mind that if CDC guideline is saying this, why NACO guideline is saying that. Why part we can discuss, and we can try to understand that part. But when it comes to implementation, it will be strictly NACO guidelines that will be implemented in the ART centers. So as I said, we will have a weekly clinical contact session. So that will be conducted every Saturday between 11 to 12:30 through Adobe Connect. So like this, for this session you have connected through Adobe Connect. This is the name of a software. Similarly, and this is the link through which you have already connected now. So those who have not joined us today, so they can those who will listen to this recorded link, because this session is being recorded, they can just save this link also. So for every Saturday's weekly clinical contact session, they need to log in through this link. This is very similar to your NDLS and RDLS which you might attend. Now there will be homework and assignments, and those who satisfy the course requirement will receive a signed certificate from University of Washington, and that's the certificate which is given after completion of the course. So once you complete the course, and if you satisfy all the requirements of the course, the certificate is sent by post to the ITech office in India, which is in Delhi, and then ITech office sends those certificates to every one of you, whoever has completed and met the course requirement through courier. Now attendance in this weekly clinical contact session is mandatory, but still you can have like 1 or 2 sessions if you miss because of some reason, then that also should be fine. But try your best not to miss any session, because all sessions are important. This is regarding only like attendance of the clinical contact session, but even if you miss, you will have to complete the quiz for that week and homework assignment for that week. So the mandatory thing is to attend 7 out of 10, and all these attendance will be calculated based on your login into this Adobe link. So for every Saturday you need to log in into this link. The session will start sharply at 11 AM and it will end at 12:30, and when you do that, you need to enter as a guest Praveen, who is IT specialist in ITech, and I think you will be interacting more with him in future, Praveen Singh. So he has sent you a video in a WhatsApp group, in our WhatsApp group. So you can just see, and if you have any confusion about how to log in this Adobe Connect. So just for the clarity, I am talking about 2 links here, right? One link is Canvas, which is University of Washington website link. So that you are using for number 1, seeing the videos, number 2, reading the material, number 3, solving the quizzes and the homework assignments. So using the Canvas link for that. This is second link which is being used for weekly clinical contact session. So both these things are mandatory. Attendance in weekly clinical contact session is mandatory. Like I said, 7 out of 10 sessions you need to attend. This will be done every Saturday between 11 to 12:30, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. That is morning 11 a.m. it will start. And Canvas, and this is like one part which is mandatory for completion of the course. Second part is you need to solve all quizzes, that is weekly quizzes and homework assignment, which will be available on the Canvas website. I hope it is clear. Now this is how it is being graded. So for quizzes there will be 15 points, and for online homework assignment there will be 50 points. The main difference between quiz and homework assignment, now both are multiple choice questions. Quiz is something which is which will give options, and there will be a button for submission of quiz. There will be 4 or 5 questions every week, 5 to 7 questions max, and this is single attempt. So once you submit, it will be freezed, you cannot change it. Good thing with homework assignment is you can submit it multiple times. So there are like, if you suppose there are 5 questions, you attempted 5 questions, you clicked submit button, and out of 5 suppose 3 are correct and 2 are wrong. So then if you want to change your answers, you can change your answers, again repeat the submission, answers will be changed. Suppose this time you get 4 out of 5, again you can change. So these are multiple attempts. So unless you score 5 out of 5, don't stop. So the second row, that is online homework assignment, you can score 50 out of 50. There is no problem in that. Quizzes, that is first row, this is think before you submit, because again it is one attempt, single attempt. So once you submit, you cannot make any change, and this is where you need to focus. So at the end of the course, you need to score at least 70, that is in total, at least 70 out of this 100. Another difference between quiz and homework assignment is that quiz will be having some deadline. So after every week's clinical contact session, there will be a deadline which will be again written on the Canvas website. And before the deadline is over, you need to solve the quizzes. After that, it will be blocked. For online homework assignment, it will be open till end of the course. So you can take your time and you can do it later also. There is an additional thing which is called as there are less number of like additional questions. If you want to change, or if there are additional questions for like a bonus points, so if you want to solve those questions, it will be better. And if you solve them, because if you, for example, suppose minimum score requirement is 70, and if you are scoring 65 or so, if you solve those additional bonus quizzes or bonus homework assignments, then there will be additional 5 marks which will be given, so that you can just cross 70. So don't miss those bonus questions. So I'll show where they are. Attendance, like I said, 70% attendance is must in weekly clinical contact session, and based on your names, and that's why I said when you log into this Adobe Connect website, keep your names consistent, so that when Praveenji monitors the attendance, he can check your attendance every week, and minimum of 70% attendance, that is 7 out of 10 sessions you need to attend. So this Adobe Connect link, once you click on this, it will show the screen like this. This above is the link, and you need to, this will be auto checked, enter as guest. So you need not change anything. You just write your name, ART center name, and ART center BGMC Pune, that is district name, and enter room. So that is what you need to do every time. So you need to be consistent with your name here. If you don't want to get confused, your Gmail login ID, that you can put your name for login here. So that also is fine with us. For us, it is important that uniformity is maintained so that we will know that who is logging in. And also, please take part in group in the discussions during these clinical contact session. Unfortunately, this is not the two-way system where both of us cannot talk. I can talk, and from your side you can type in the chat box, so that looking at them we can have discussion. Another thing is regarding this clinical contact session, it is not a one-way thing, that is I know something and I'm teaching or anything like that. It is not at all like that. Many of you are much more experienced and you are working in ART center and in HIV since long time. The idea is to have a group discussion. So when you based on like when you go through those two topics, and if you have any discussions points, so please make sure that you express that in front of everyone so that all of us can contribute to. And after this session, we have our WhatsApp group, and in that I'll encourage every one of you to be part of that group. If you are not part of that group, please send me a message so that I can include you in that group. And that will be a good platform for us to have clinical discussions. I'll come to the WhatsApp group later, but as far as this Adobe Connect, this platform is concerned, please make use of that chat box to ask questions so that we can discuss. And let me be very clear since the beginning, it is not something that I'm a facilitator. I'm not it's not like I'm teaching something which you don't know about. My job is to trigger the discussions and to present the scenario and also to facilitate the whole thing. But it will mean that I know something which you don't know about, and all of us are on same page. So that is my humble request, that please don't ever think in that as if someone is trying to like impose opinions on you. So that is not this platform is about. So this is like for all of us, so any one of us can make mistakes. So just let's keep discussing things in light of the presentations which are being done at the university. I'll try my best to present the national scenario. I'm also the national level trainer, so from NACO. So for me, I'll be happy to share what NACO guidelines talk about all these topics. So, but I encourage everyone to again participate in the discussions. Now let's go to the canvas. Before that, if you have any questions, I'll just see till now, or else I'll go to the canvas. When will be the clinical contact happen? Which day? So clinical contact sessions will happen every Saturday between 11 to 12:30 p.m. That is every 11 a.m. on every Saturday morning. So this time has been selected because, again, considering that Saturday is usually lighter day of the week for ART centers, and if it is not, please adjust your timing accordingly, give your appointments to the patients accordingly, request your fellow medical officer, and do something so that you get to attend these sessions. This course is being conducted in collaboration with NACO, so NACO is aware that this course is being conducted. But again, don't let it happen that someone complains to SACS that okay, you are on phone or laptop when patients are waiting for you. Let's take all precautions that scenario doesn't arise, because it is very important for us. You need to smartly manage your own time. I cannot say much on that, but as you have opted for this course, you need to find a way out. What, in my opinion, what I would do in your place is I will have patients lined up in all 5 days of the week, and even if suppose I'm calling anyone on Saturday, so before 11 I'll try to finish my OPD, and then I can participate in this course. If I have another medical officer, I'll request my co-medical officer to see the patients in that period, so that there will not, patients services will not be suffered, because you know how sensitive that matter will be, that if patient is sitting in front of you and you're busy in listening to some lecture which is not good. So, and I'll not be able to help anyone in that. You need to find your own way out. Keep SACs in confidence, and don't ever let this scenario happen when someone complains against you in SACs and then you need to face the explanations and all that. So I hope all of you understand this factor. I cannot do much about it. You need to find your own way out. But what I can say from my side is that NACO is aware that this course is happening, and if I'm not wrong, you might have received the communication from Manish, Dr. Manish, and he's very well aware that course is starting this week, and Saturday sessions and all those things he's aware about. So, but you need to manage at local levels. Okay. So let's go to the website. Like I said, I'll paste the link which I had copied earlier. So this is the link, and once I click this link here in the website, it will take me to, okay, I'll do one thing. It has directly gone as a login page. Let me do one more thing. I log out from this page. Oops. Okay, now let's start from here again. Can you see the screen? Can you see the Chrome? Can you please confirm if you see the screen here? There's a Google Chrome page. Okay, so it is visible. So I have copied that Canvas link, that is http and all this canvas.uw.edu/courses and this number, and now I'm pressing enter. Now this will take me to the course website directly, because I'm already logged in, that's why directly it is coming. Otherwise it should take me to the to this page what I all talked about. And once I select this, like I said, I'm repeating this again, never ever log in if this is checked. So you need to click here, login non-UW account, then it will take to the Gmail page, and when you click sign in, it will take you to this page. Okay. So let me know if you understand this or if you have questions on this. Okay, let's see if there are any questions. Should we attend both Canvas and Adobe? Yes. Canvas, I'll show you where the lectures will be saved. Like I said, please understand this like this. Like every week there will be one topic. On that topic, 2 lectures will be conducted in the university. Those lectures will be posted on the Canvas. You need to individually see those 2 lectures. And once that is done, in India, what we will do is we will have a clinical contact session every week on that topic, where we will discuss those 2 lectures and the MACO guidelines about that particular topic of the week. You got the point? I changed the name now. Dr. Rishi Soni, should we attend both? Oh, okay, I responded to that. I changed the name now after logging into this link. I didn't get you. Can you tell me the problem? Can we download all the reading material in advance? Yes, you can do it. I'll show you that also. I want to change my name as, okay, change name in what? If you are talking about changing name in the Adobe Connect, you can do it anytime. And also on the canvas, that is your own Gmail ID. So that I don't think you will be able to change. But towards the end, on the certificate, definitely you can change your name whatever you want. That option will be available. So when we are close to the end of the course, I'll circulate a sheet where I'll ask you to confirm your names for certificate printing. So whatever name you want on certificate, that will come. So that is not a problem. Can we download all the reading material in advance? Yes, you can. I'll show you that how. Okay, so this is the home page. One second, one more question. Okay, so this is the home page. Once you open, now this is the account which you can manage by yourself. You can upload your photo, you can add your personal details and everything. You can do whatever you do. Once you have access to this, just play around with this page and just to get to know where is what. It is very easy. It looks complicated in the beginning, but once you get used to it, it is very easy. I'll explain also how to do it. Now below that is a dashboard. So dashboard is helpful especially for those who have taken these courses before also. Like I can see here, like clinical management of HIV 2017-18, leadership and management. Now we are talking about this course, that is why I will select on this course. So it will bring me to the home page. Now you can see all these navigation buttons here. So this is 2018 GH573A, that is clinical management of HIV course. These are the notifications which will come. You can go into it and you can discuss with the other participants of the other parts of the world, but these are again information which will be given from the university regarding quizzes, solving and all that. So this is optional. Again, you can go through it or you can skip it. The home page also gives, like, these are the pictures of the instructors, Nina Kim and Michael Chang. There are two more teaching assistants which are helping them to conduct this course, and towards the end you can see all these navigation buttons which are there on the top also. This is just a background and information about the course. This is about the syllabus. So the course syllabus, like I said, it is like one topic every week. You can download that syllabus. Now there are two types of students, like I said, UW students and international students. So we all are international participants. UW students are those who are listening to this course in person there in the university. Those two lectures will be given in front of these UW students, which the recorded link we will see. And again, grading is different for both UW participants and international participants. So we are international participants, that is why it is only this thing is applicable for us. Online self-study homework assignment and weekly quizzes, 50%, 50%, and we are done with that. So though this course is for everyone, like medical students, medical residents, physicians, advanced nursing students, and researchers and all that, but we have made it like we have not included everyone in this. We were very selective when we selected participants. So as I said, most of you are from ART Center Medical Officer. There are some MSc nursing students also in this group, but there are very few, like 4 or 5. But most of the remaining are from ART Center medical officers. There is a long list of learning objectives like history taking, physical examination, testing, staging of the clients, then studying about the opportunistic infection, tuberculous and non-tuberculous OIs, and especially dealing with the CNS and non-CNS OIs. Then about the prophylaxis, we'll learn about the when to give, what is in resource limited settings, and what are the scenarios in the advanced settings or the developed countries. And we will talk about basics of ART, first line, second line, third line, and all the classes of drugs and toxicities, and then resistance, what is resistance and how to deal with it, genetic mutations, and those things will be discussed. Then skin and skin related conditions, and then STIs we'll see. Also we'll try to discuss the syndromic management and the of STI. Then pediatric HIV we'll try to discuss in brief. Then about transmission dynamics, post and pre-exposure prophylaxis, mother to child transmission of HIV. So if you see the list, it is huge. So it will cover almost all parts of the clinical management of HIV. It is really good course. So my request to you will be that this time we have paid twice as usual, because we had a number of participants above 100, and one fees was only for group of 50. So my humble request to all of you is please try your best to complete the course. If you have any kind of difficulty, just approach us so that we can help you. But just don't get discouraged and leave the course in the middle, because it's a paid course basically, and ITech is paying for all the participants which have been selected this year. So it will be waste, not in terms of only money, but all efforts will be wasted. So try to get try to like utilize this opportunity and complete the course. So from our side, if any help is required, we are always there to help you. So that is not an issue. Expectations are not much, so it is like 7 out of 10 clinical contact session and completing your homework and quiz assignment. So that is a simple expectation for completion of the course. Like I said, for UW participant it is different, and we are international participants. Homework assignments, it will take you to another website, that is National HIV Curriculum. I'll show you how and from where to go. You need not use this page for the homework assignment and all. I'm just trying to explain you here. Quizzes, like I said, the basic difference between quiz and homework assignment is quizzes is one time, homework assignment is multiple times you can attempt. Quizzes are will be having some deadlines, and homework assignments will be open till end. There will not be any final exam for international participants. So for us, there will not be any final exam. Extra credits are the bonus points. So like I said, if you have, like for example 61%, if you score towards the end, so and if you have solved extra credits like 12, the score total will be 73%, and you will get the certificate. So extra credits, there are 12 extra credit cases, and these are again like a bonus point for us. Don't miss them, so that it is again final scores will be calculated towards the end. Attendance, as I said, will be calculated based on your participation in weekly clinical contact session, so don't miss it. And rest of the things you can just go through when you want. This is the summary of the assignments. Like you can do the assignments from here, like clicking on homework and homework 1, homework 2, and quiz. So this is for 1 week. So this is for the 2nd week, 3rd week, 4th week, 5th week, 6th week, 7th, 8th, 9th, and this goes on. So extra credits will be within this. Again, once you click on this, what will happen, I'll show you later, but you can go into this by clicking here, or you can use the other navigation buttons also. Now announcements, you can see the announcements here. Modules. Now this is the most important navigation button here. Now modules, you can go through the overview, navigating the course, technical requirement. All these things are like basic things for introduction. But from here the real thing starts. Week 1. Now week 1, once you click on week 1, this page will come. Now week 1, the first week, the topic for the first week is diagnosing HIV and initial evaluation. So this is all the information about the module, objective of this module, and then the 2 lectures. First lecture was done by Dr. Nina Kim, and this was the lecture. This has already been uploaded on the Canvas website. Now you can see the live streaming also. If you want to log in at their US time, that is 8:30 AM in India, if you want to see, it will be like previous, if it is Tuesday 8:30 AM in US, Seattle, it will be Monday night for us. So Monday night, if you want to see, you can see live lecture also. But if you don't want to see live, these will be uploaded on the website like this. You need to just click and you can watch. If you want to download, you can download the video. If you want to see the presentation, you can download the PDF slides also. And if you want to download the audio, that also is possible. So this is lecture 1. Now lecture 2 is diagnosing and initial evaluation. This was done by another faculty. So same thing, the 2 lectures have been uploaded, and then all these are material which you want to, if you want, you can use. But these 2 are the lectures which you need to listen to. Now, after doing this, you can also sign the evaluation survey, which will be beneficial for the university. There is a lot of reading material you can download from here. But these are the self-assessment tests on which once you log in. Now this is logged until 28th March. So today, that is tomorrow, it will open, and that is how you can take the homework assignments from here. But again, for assignments, I'll show you that will be which is the best place. But quiz also you can take from here. You can just click on quiz and quiz will come. I'll click and show you. Now this quiz will open on March 28th and it will be open till June 10th. And then it will be closed. So it has not yet opened, but it will open tomorrow. But don't make hurry in solving the quizzes. See the deadline, listen to the presentations first, and then you do. So this is how the module will look like. Each we had clicked here, right? So we were here. So each module, like week 1, once you click, it will show the page like what we saw just now. 2 lectures, and below that homework assignment and quizzes, and all those things will be there. So every week we need to do this until 10 weeks are over. Now discussion is something which is optional, which like I said, if you want, you can participate in the discussion, but this is basically for the UW participants. But if someone is really interested, you can go ahead and do it, but I don't think it will be helpful. For us, the discussion forum will be our WhatsApp group. So if you want to post anything, you can post there. But if you want to directly interact with the UW faculty, that also you can do. You can post in the discussion forums, and then you can wait for the answer. They'll reach back to you with the answers. But if you want to go through us, that also can be done. You post your questions. If these are not solved or not answered properly, we can take those questions and go back to the university, take the answers from them, and come back to you. So that also can be done. Assignments. Now this is again separate, the same which you saw in the module. So for each week you saw the assignment, like homework assignment and quiz, homework assignment and quiz, but these are all assignments together. So what I'll suggest is, for seeing the recording, you go through these modules from this navigation button, and for assignments you use this. So these are the 2 things you will be using the most. modules for seeing the lectures, assignment for solving the quizzes. So quizzes and homework assignment. So homework assignment, once you click here, again it will take you to this page, which will have, again like I said, it will open tomorrow, and this will have multiple choices. So you need not leave until you score 5 out of 5 in homework assignment, because that is guaranteed 50 out of 50%. There is only question of 20% more which you can score from quizzes, and that is required for course completion. And you need to do this homework and then quiz, then homework, quiz, homework, quiz. So all these things, if you see here, there will be due date which will be written here. So whatever is the due date, accordingly you need to solve. And sometimes you will see extra credits also. Now these are the extra credits. So don't leave extra credits, because those will help you in, if there is, by chance, if there is any, suppose, shortage in your score, and if you are not reaching 70, these will help you in reaching 70. So it's very helpful. So I think these are the important part of the Canvas website. Just play with this around, you will get to know more things about it, but these are the basic things which I would like to, I wanted to tell you about. Let's go back to our PPT, which is again not much. One second. Oops. Okay. So I'll take questions before I. What happens if we, okay, let me see if I missed anything. Can we download? Yes, I responded to it. What happens if we encounter connectivity issues during the clinical contact session? It might happen, so and we accept that reality if there are any connection issues. We will also record this clinical contact session and update and upload on the YouTube, so that you can see it anytime you want. But try your best to be in, these days internet is not a problem at most of the places, but sometimes if it happens, we cannot help. So that is okay. Voice is getting interrupted. Like I said, we are doing it from the Wi-Fi, so that might be a problem. Whether homework assignment will be subjective or objective MCQ nature. It will be all MCQs, all multiple choice. Like I said, it is multiple choice, and don't leave until you finish and score out of out. Multiple choice, multiple attempts, and quiz will be multiple choice but single attempt. Okay. So let's get to the last part. We have WhatsApp group. There are some do's and don'ts on the WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group is with the name UW Clean HIV 2018 batch. Again, we didn't ask you before we made or before we added you to the group. So if you don't want to continue, it is optional. You can leave it, but I'll highly recommend that you be part of it, so that you will get updates quickly and you can discuss questions on the WhatsApp group and all that. But there are clear don'ts which we would discourage. That the group is only for queries related to the course or clinical questions and answers. Do not post any greetings, good morning, good evening, good night, thank you. Please avoid all that. Don't send any forward, like any jokes message on this and that, photos. No, please don't do that. If there is any clinical questions, to answer that question, if you want to share some information, then you can share some link or photo or whatever you want. But if it is not related to any questions which is asked, just for information, for example, if I come across some good article, I'm posting that, don't do that. Because it is, again, there are 100 people which are part of this group. We need to respect everyone's privacy and don't disturb people unnecessarily. If you have genuine questions, please go ahead and ask. So that is not a problem. And also, I'm not the only person who is responsible for answering all those queries and questions. So whoever knows the answer and can respond to those questions, please take part in that. So the basic idea is to encourage discussions, and of course I'll try to monitor all that, and all those who can monitor, please do so. If there is any miscommunication, if it is happening, please try to clarify. Don't get engaged in like unnecessary like discussions, agree to disagree. People may have different opinions, and we need to respect all that. But towards the end, we'll try to see that all we are all following what the guidelines say. Whenever you talk with some evidence. So let's have a like combined learning together, which will be helpful for all of us. Don't ever share the quiz answers not only on the WhatsApp group but otherwise also. It will be considered as plagiarism, and which is again taken very seriously by the university. They discontinue the participant from the course also if anything is reported like that. So don't share quiz answers on the WhatsApp group or any or otherwise as well, because let's try to be honest with ourselves. And also it is not very difficult. 50% anyhow you are scoring. It is only just question of 20 to 25%, so that we can easily score. So let's start. We'll start from 31st of March. We can have our first clinical contact session on that day. Let's see how it goes, and you will have one more full week for solving the quizzes and homework assignment. Don't be don't hurry, make hurry in solving the quizzes. You will have enough time. Just look at the deadline and then accordingly you solve. There will not be any issue. But why I'm saying this is because people try to solve the quizzes, they make mistakes, and then they lose marks, which is avoidable. That's what I think. So we have come to an end. These are my contact details, and also Praveen, who is IT specialist. For any technical like clinical and program related or course related questions, you can directly contact me through phone. Sometimes I'll be slow in responding to phones. The best is to put a message on WhatsApp. People might have my different email ID also, that is iTech's official ID, but for this particular course I'm using my personal email ID, that is anwar@gmail.com. Skype ID is anwar.parvez.sayyed. So anyone can get connected to me in whichever way possible. So for clinical queries and other questions, it's better to post questions in the group, but if you want to have any personal discussion on regarding the course, or if you have any queries, any difficulty, just reach out to me. Don't get dropped out. So that is my humble request, because it will again, like I said, waste all the efforts. Praveen will be very helpful in solving IT related issues and other issues. So he has his contact details. He is also part of our WhatsApp group, so he can be helpful to you in that sense also. You can directly get in touch with the university people also. For that you can use this email ID, edgh@uw.edu. So especially login related queries, if someone is not able to log into the Canvas and all that, you can directly write to Meg on this ID, but it will be better if you can copy me so that I can track those things from my side also. Okay, so I hope this will be helpful. Recorded link for this session also will be shared on, will be uploaded on YouTube, and you will receive a contact and you will receive a record link for accessing this one, both on the WhatsApp group and also through email. I'll request Praveen to facilitate that, and let's be in touch, and let's hope that it will be a good course and it will be beneficial for all of us. I'll see if there are any questions. If there are no questions, we'll stop. Should we start doing quiz after the first contact session or before? Please, I'll request that it will be better if you do the quiz after the clinical contact session, because again we'll be discussing many of the questions in the clinical contact session also, so that it might help you, and you need not submit those quizzes in hurry. 31st March timing, please. Time will be 11 to 12:30, like I mentioned. Those will be our fixed time for clinical contact session every Saturday, 11 to 12:30. quiz deadline will be fixed by Canvas or by you. It will be by Canvas. So on Canvas, the deadline will be written. Actually, honestly speaking, we had option. We could start this Saturday or next Saturday also. But I made that decision that we will start from this Saturday. And once I communicate that to the university, then accordingly they'll fix the quiz deadline. So those will get changed. You will see that in future, and please keep track of those deadlines for quiz submission and don't miss that. After the deadline, it will be blocked and you will not be able to attempt the quiz. So those all marks will be gone. Okay, not 11 p.m., 11 a.m. There is morning 11. 2 lectures before 31st March. Yes, so those 2 lectures have already been done. They are already been uploaded on the Canvas. You can have access. You can see those 2 lectures for the week 1. So like I said, lectures in US are being done on Tuesday morning, and they will be uploaded by Thursday morning on Canvas for our access, and we will have clinical contact session on Saturdays. So you will have 1 or 2 days to see those lectures. And this is because we are starting from this Saturday. If we decide to start from next Saturday, then we will have complete week and over a week to see those lectures. But I personally discourage that, because if more time is just to see lectures, then we never see. We end up not seeing the lectures, and then problem with quiz and everything. So let's finish all this, seeing the lecture and clinical contact session within 2-3 days. That is Thursday, Friday and Saturday, and then you will have one whole week to solve quizzes, do the homework assignments and all that. Yeah, that is fine. See, attendance in UW lectures, we are not tracking that attendance. That is for the knowledge, and that is for solving the quizzes and all. But we are tracking only this Saturday's attendance of clinical contact session. Those who want to attend live, they can directly attend live. But like I said, it will be good if you can download and keep, because in future if you want to refer to it, you can do it. I personally download the PDFs also, so that whenever I require any references in future, I can just refer back to it. Though you will be having access to this Canvas, I don't know for how many years, but you will have access to. But they keep on changing formats and everything, so it will be better if you download all the learning material and save in a folder in your computer, so that in future if you want to refer to these, you can do. And all these quizzes and homework assignments, these are open book. So while solving those quizzes, you can open whatever document you want and you can see and you can solve those quizzes. No one is seeing you, no one is stopping you from that. These are all open book quizzes. How can we download? There is a just now I showed the Canvas site. Just click download button, it will get downloaded. It is not that difficult. It's very straightforward. Any more questions? Please feel free to communicate on WhatsApp if you have any more questions. This is not like a final opportunity or anything like that. So just be very frank and informal. And my personal request is try to use this opportunity to the best of your abilities, so that towards the end we'll achieve something which is fruitful. Okay, thank you so much, and let's start on Saturday then. And you know the people who are in the group, so those who are not able to attend this, because this was optional orientation session, those who are well versed with Canvas, they can directly go to the Canvas and do. But